What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of Soul and Systems. In this video today, in this episode, I'm going to share with you how you can create a website in just 10 minutes using AI. And this is specifically for entrepreneurs, creators, freelancers, whatever you identify as. If you are some sort of entrepreneur, this video is going to help you save so much time when it comes to creating and launching websites. So yes, 10 minutes is all it's going to take, and below I've provided links and resources in order for you to also create a website in just 10 minutes. You'll see the exact process that I'll walk through in this video, and I'll explain to you some of the preliminary work that went into this so that you understand the logic behind what's happening and how exactly you can duplicate the process yourself. So first, let's start with the problem. Websites are usually expensive and time-consuming. Even 20 years after the dot-com era, the dot-com boom, we're still dealing with having to spend so much money on building a website. Or even if you go to a drag and drop or a no-code builder like Wix or Make or something along those lines, you're still having to come up with ideas. You're still having to add the creative element. And for some of us that aren't as creative, this can consume a lot of our time and ultimately deter us away from even wanting to build the website in the first place. So the solution that I'm going to provide you today with is lovable.dev, because Lovable is simply just using prompt language to create and code a fully functioning website. And if you went back and watched the last video, you're able to see the website that I built pretty much on the spot without using any specific questionnaires or anything like that. So in this video, it's just going to be kind of a build up off of that last video. So what are some other issues? Hiring a designer takes weeks and thousands of dollars. So again, this is going into the creative element that we no longer have to spend so much time worrying about because we are able to build it into the questionnaire and the prompt. So first, let's start off with the questionnaire. Before the build, I created a questionnaire that will essentially be used for any new website build that you might be thinking of. And the great thing about this questionnaire is that it's just a baseline. So you can take it and add additional questions that you find fit once you're building out websites of your own, or once you begin working with clients to help them build AI-based websites. In this questionnaire, we'll understand business basics, so the name, the tagline, the audience, core goals, pages that you'll need. So depending on the type of website that you're building, it could be a one-pager or it could be a website that requires multiple pages. It's going to request any branding that you might have, so colors, logo, style, etc. If you have a brand guide, even better. Functionality, so are we capturing leads? Are we booking? Are we going to be receiving payments? Are we setting up automations? What is the functionality of this website? Another great thing about this questionnaire is that if you are unsure of how to answer these questions, or you feel as though it may take your clients forever to get back to you with the results, you can literally go open up your GPT bestie or go into your chat and just brain dump a bunch of files, a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of information that you have about the project or your client's business. If you have their brand guide, amazing. Just upload all of that into GPT and ask it to fill this questionnaire out for you. And that's exactly what I did. Chat knows all there is to know about Soul and Systems, and so versus me trying to sit there and answer each and every one of the questions myself, I had Chat take the first pass, and it created my full lovable prompt for Soul and Systems website. And what I did was I went through and just basically edited whatever I felt the need to edit. For example, I only wanted to use specific tools. such as ConvertKit, Calendly, and Stripe, just to keep everything streamlined. So I made sure to reiterate that. I also had it come up with the exact copy for each page. You don't have to go that far, but if you know what your offers are and you know what your services are, then you want to make sure you hash this out on the first go around when we're submitting the prompt into Lovable. So next you're going to have your ChatGPT bestie create your lovable prompt based on the answers of your questionnaire. And that is going to look like this. So this is where I can literally copy and paste all of this into ChatGPT, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is my first pass at developing this website. I always love to see what it creates. It's kind of like a brand new baby. You never know what it's going to look like when it comes out. And now we just wait. Okay. And this is the first pass at my website. And let's take a look. AI made simple for entrepreneurs. Okay. Download the free automation starter kit. All right. Okay, guys. I mean, first pass looks pretty good to me. There are some things where maybe we will just have to go through and update the actual functionality of the buttons, making sure that the actual starter kit is available for download, making sure that we're able to capture emails. All of these are things that we can go ahead and use our GPT thread to go back and forth and update the actual prompts to put into Lovable. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, in the last video, we basically had a separate thread that was open in ChatGPT with the initial Lovable prompts that we submitted, just for it to know what our starting base was. And then we use that same thread to essentially go back and forth and say, hey, everything looks good, but there seems to be no images on the home page. I would like to add something relevant, or at least more color, and I want to make sure that when they click the download button that there's actually something for them to download. And maybe I want to add a little more to the featured offers, so when they click learn more, they're taken to a page and it's a little more clear about where they should go. But you get the idea. I'm essentially talking to chat about the updates that I want to make to this website so that I can essentially begin to start editing. But I will say, this is the first pass. I'm not mad at it. And I'm going to continue editing this, and by time you see this video, you'll probably see an updated link to the final website. Let's go back to our notes for this video. So right after we've generated the site in Lovable, which we've already done, I just want to confirm the core pages. It looks like all of those are there. It would just be a matter of me making sure that when they actually click to purchase, that they can check out. I'm going to make a few edits to this, but like I said, this is a great start. I think for the questionnaire, what I would add, and I love that I'm doing this in real time because it's giving me real-time feedback to share with you all, but essentially what I would add to the questionnaire are more questions around the design of the website, because I think that it has all of the contextual elements. I just want it to look a little more fancier, probably. I'd make it a little more techy. Those are some things that I would change in the questionnaire. But the great thing about utilizing AI that I love so much is that the more you use it, the more you understand how to communicate with it. And again, going back to my first video where we created our GPT bestie, this is literally the basis of communicating with GPTs, is being able to create prompts like a prompt engineer. The last step here is to publish and walk through the finished site. It's a professional design, clear offer, ready to start selling. I would say this is a pretty good, viable product, but me being who I am, I'm just gonna make it better. And this is proof that any entrepreneur can do this, even with zero tech background. So I just took you from someone who's probably never built a website to someone who can build multiple websites in their sleep overnight. And again, why this matters: every business needs a hub for credibility and offers. Without it, you lose trust and potential clients. AI removes the barrier. No more waiting, no more overpaying, no more having to track someone down on Fiverr, no more having to go back and forth with someone and waiting 6-7 days before you can get an update on your homepage. No more of that. Try building your own AI website. You get 25 free credits when you sign up for Lovable. There's a link down in the description below. Play around with it. Test it out, and remember that each credit counts. So make sure you have your GPT bestie open. Make sure you have a GPT thread open so that you're maximizing these credits that you're using on Lovable. You can also download my free website checklist and questionnaire in the description below to make sure that you're getting the most out of your prompts when you are inserting them into Lovable. And then lastly, subscribe for more step-by-step builds designed to save you time and grow your business. If you liked this video, there's so much more to come. I'm going to try to keep it as simple and straightforward as possible and give you real tools and real things that are going to help you within your business or starting your business or growing your business. Thanks, guys. Until next time.